Well, hello. What is up, my good people? Hopefully, Happy New Year to everybody. Hopefully New Year's treating you well. This won't be a super fancy video. I know that a lot of vloggers and bloggers like to make fancy camera videos when they promote the best vlogging cameras and talk about the best camera comparisons for blogging and blah, blah, blah. But I often wonder, do most of these people actually make money with this stuff? Because when I look at their channel, they might have a lot of subscribers, but it looks like they're only making like $2,000 a month, which if you've been blogging or vlogging for 4 years and you're only making $2,000 a month, something is very, very wrong. This is my 3rd or 4th year on YouTube and blogging, and I've been making 6 figures for the last 3 years. And so my stance on vlogging cameras and equipment for blogging and stuff like that is a lot different than other people. My intention is to get people to produce content that helps people. The quality obviously has to be good enough, but as you can tell, I'm not using the studio lights in front of the camera right now. We're using the halogen lighting, and it's not even optimal, and I'm doing that on purpose. I don't want this to be fancy because I don't want everyone to think that they have to go out and buy the latest and greatest $4,000 Sony a6500 matched with a, whatever fancy lens, and that this crazy setup is going to magically make videos for you, because that is the key differentiator people should be focused on. You should be focused on getting, and I dropped half the stuff. You should be focused on getting a good enough picture quality and good enough audio quality. Like, this isn't perfect. We could have a boom mic, or I could be wired up right now, really, but I don't want to do that stuff. You know why? Because it creates extra time, and anything, time and frustration and setup is the enemy. You need to be producing content, and it just has to be good enough to help the people that you're trying to help. There's, all kinds of people that would argue with me about this, and there's all kinds of tech reviewers that would say, Matt, you're full of shit. You need to have this kind of quality, you need to be shooting in 4K, your audio needs to be dubbed out and all this kind of bullshit. But these people, do they make more money than I do? Not most of them. And I'm not trying to say that in a way that's arrogant. I'm trying to say that in a way that gets people's attention and let you know, I started out with an $80 set of Studio Pro lights and my smartphone. Nothing more than my smartphone on a little tripod. I think it's out of the frame, you can't see it. But a little tripod that was $20, like an Amazon Basics with a little $4 smartphone clip. And I would literally put my camera next to a window and turn on the light, and that's how I would make videos. And I was making $1,000 a month off of YouTube with nothing more than my smartphone by the end of the first year. And it wasn't from YouTube ads. YouTube ads suck, but that's not what this video is about. If you want to know more about that, let me know in the comments, or search for one of my other videos on affiliate marketing and selling your own products, because there's a lot of money to be made on YouTube for bloggers and vloggers, but no one's talking about it. They're just trying to sell you fucking gear that you don't need. All right, now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this, because there is some merit to having a decent camera. And what I'm shooting this video on, even though the lighting's not optimized right now, is a Canon 70D with a wide angle 10 to 18 millimeter lens. This is about the camera's outdated now. I don't even know if you can buy it anymore. The 80D would be the replacement, but if you could buy this camera, it's about $1,000, and I think the lens is about $250. So this is about a $1,250 setup, plus we've got a boom mic on top. I think this is the Rode. This is the Rode. So this is under $1,500, and you can tell without optimized lighting, it's not perfect. It's pretty damn good, but it's not necessary. If I were starting over on YouTube today, I'm gonna link this up in the YouTube description too. Go look at this kit. I would buy an M50 video creators kit. The camera is smaller, so if you want to vlog on a handheld tripod and a stationary tripod like this, it's easier to move around than a 70D or an 80D. It's not so bulky, and the picture quality is good enough. Everyone hates on the fact that, yeah, it's 4K, but it only shoots 1080p or whatever in certain video and autofocus and blah, blah, blah. Dude, it doesn't matter. You can make a shitload of money. You can make $100,000 a year with a Canon M50 video creator kit. Comes with an external mic. In years past, I would just say G7X like everybody else, because it's small, it's easy, the picture quality is good enough. But honestly, if you're really trying to make money and you want to get to that next level, you've got to have an external audio input. And I don't know why both Canon and Sony, I just want to hit them upside the head with a baseball bat. The G7X Mark II and the Sony RX100 Mark V and Mark IV would be amazing vlogging cameras, because they're so small and so light, and the picture quality is so good. If they would just put an external mic input on those fuckers, we would be set. For $600, $700, $800 with a little external mic and you'd be good to go. You could travel with it. It would be amazing, but they don't make that. The closest thing to that is a Canon M50. It's $750 right now on Amazon. The link's in the YouTube description. Go check it out. That's pretty amazing. The ADD video creator kit is like $1,500. Is it a little better in low light? Yeah. Is it worth the extra bulk if you're really gonna vlog? It depends on what kind of videos you make. If you make stationary videos like this, where you can control the lighting, it's not necessarily gonna matter. If you're gonna lug this thing all over the place and do a handheld shoot, it's gonna matter after a while. You're gonna get tired of it. I mean, just look at some of the pro YouTubers. My videos aren't fancy, yet I make a lot of money with them. So if you don't have a lot of money, don't buy any of this shit. You don't need it to get started. You know, buy and invest when you have income coming in, or if you have some particular talent and you just want your video quality to be at a certain threshold because it's going to give you a confidence boost where you actually create the content and it makes you feel like, hey, I'm good enough, I can do this, my shit looks good, people will watch it, then okay, fine, spend $1,000, spend $1,500, get the camera. I'll link up in the YouTube description the ones that I talked about, the ones that I think you should buy. If I were starting over today, I would buy the first link in the YouTube description, the M50 video creator kit from Canon. And I would get the kit because it comes with the Rode mic. So right out of the box, your audio is gonna be on point. It's gonna be seamless, everything is gonna work well, and you'll be off and running to the races. If you wanna know more about blogging and vlogging, or if you have questions or want tips and tricks on how to make money on YouTube or from your blog, let me know in the comments and be really specific, because a lot of people just say, oh yeah, hey Matt, I'd like to know how to start making money in 2019 on YouTube. Well, that's not gonna help me. You need to, if you want me to be able to help you, you need to say, hey, I'm thinking about starting this type of channel. I want to help X people with X problem, or I'm really good at this, but I don't know how to monetize it, or I don't know if it will work. What do you think? Then I can deliver some helpful tips. So if that's you and you want to be featured in next week's video, let me know in the YouTube comments and I'll see you in the next video. If I can turn this fucking thing off because I dropped the remote.